Welcome to Now Chat Show. It's your girls, Kaz and Janelle. So we're just going to wait for a few people to join us. How's everybody doing? Happy Sunday. We know it should be carnival time, but you know what? Let's just make carnival here. So let's wave your flag. Wave the invisible flag. Wave it.
But there's too many things missing.
I know, right?
The weather's missing.
Everything's missing. You know, it's just, I still can't believe that this is bank holiday weekend. We have no carnival. The weather is pants. And yeah, it's just, I have no words right now what to say. So who we got here right now? Hello. Hello, Pregnancy Official.
We're going to type it in. Online dating.
So today's episode is all about online dating. Now, guys, have you ever done online dating? If you have, just give us a thumbs up. If you haven't, just put a thumbs down. It's as simple as that. We continue this series of Dating Deconstructed. So for the last couple of weeks, we started off with singleness. Was it singleness from a
black
female? That's it. Single black female. Is it reality? Is it a myth? Why there's so many successful black women out there that are not in relationships. So we delved into that with Tamara and Lady T, and then we continued that conversation on Lady T on iLive Radio. So guys, if you don't know and you're new to our channel, we are a platform to inspire. We also have our weekly drive time on iLive Radio every Friday from 4 to 7. You can also catch up with us on our IGTV. You can catch the replay, and you can also check out further content on our YouTube channel. So going back to the series itself, Dating Deconstructed. So the first series, as I mentioned, we did about single black female, if it's a myth or reality. Then we did dating from a male perspective. And we actually had some bit of a...
That was last week.
That was heated last week. Again, you can catch up on the replay on IGTV. And it was
interesting to say the least. I think a lot of what Daniel Edwards from Total 180, who we had on the show last week, spoke about was a bit unexpected for us both. His views were brutally honest and did divide opinions. And we just want to shout out a few more people joining us. Deanna, hello. Marcia, hi. Zena Marie, hi. Charlie, hi. Charlie said that she actually said a prayer before this live. She said, I've already said a prayer before this live. Charlie, amen.
Amen. So I'm assuming, Charlie, you're going to join us on the live because you're going to be sharing your experience about online dating. Myself and Janelle was just having a conversation a little while ago, and I said I haven't done online dating, but actually I have done online dating because I didn't even think about it. I've dated by meeting guys on, say, by Facebook and Instagram. So I've done my research.
Was that deliberate online dating or just happened to be meeting somebody online? Because I think there's online dating with intention.
Do you know, man?
And there's people who might just want to send you a 1 message or a 2 message on the Facebook or Instagram or, you know. I mean, when I first started the whole Facebook thing, back then, it was never designed for that. It was like to connect with your friends, people who, you know, you maybe family or friends, but they don't necessarily live near where you are. And it was just a really great way to connect. And somehow the whole dating thing,
it just
started to weave in.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess because it was really just for you to connect with people, wasn't it? And it just kind of went a different direction.
But you ended up dating somebody from meeting.
I actually dated quite a few guys from Facebook and Instagram.
See.
Yeah, I actually did.
Oh.
Yeah, so I've done my research.
Okay, and how was it for you?
It was an experience. It was an experience. Hi, Jeremiah. So I see you laughing. So, sir, I've done my research, so I really don't need to do anything. I've done my research. Hey, Lady J.
Diana said she's done her research too.
Yep, we've all done research. Oh, look at you. So, Jeremiah, can I just ask a question? Are you going to be also sharing your online experience as well? Yeah. Okay, great. So
I've just answered for him, by the way.
Yeah, he said yeah, he did.
Oh, brilliant.
Okay, brilliant.
Okay.
Okay, so who's ready to go first? Let's just go straight into this. Let's just dive in.
Yeah.
So if you want to send us a request now, we will just accept you and we will go straight in. So just make sure you got good lighting. Make sure you got do not disturb on your phone, because we do not want no distraction. We want to get into it. We just want to know whether it was a good experience. Was it positive? Was it negative? Was it mess? Was it stress?
I know, right? I mean, that's the thing about online dating, is that it seems like everybody's online dating these days. It's like it's the norm now when it comes to trying to meet people, trying to find love. So it's almost like if you're not online dating, what are you doing really? It's not, I don't know, it's not something that we grew up with or that I was familiar with, that you'd go out and you'd meet people and that's how you would interact and try and, you know, find love, I guess. But now it's all online and there's so many different apps. Like there's Tinder, Plenty of Fish, Hinge. Is it Hinge?
Hinge.
Oh my God, there's too many.
Harmony, I think, is it Harmony?
eHarmony. So those are the more supposedly sophisticated ones. We want to hear from people, whether you've tried the free ones, whether you've tried the the paid ones like eHarmony, Match.com, Elite Singles, and there are other versions out there as well. I remember speaking with a friend of mine a few years ago, and she was a serial online dater. In fact, she used OkCupid, it's serial online dater, and she just said, you've got to treat dating like a job. You know, you've got to keep looking, you've got to have your feelers out there. And now that everybody's online dating, like you've got to, if you can't beat them, join them. So she was like, no, you're not serious. If you are serious, you'd get online. So I actually did about 4 years ago, I would say. Yeah.
And how was it?
I did end up dating somebody who I met online. It didn't last very long, but we're still in contact now. It's just we weren't really meant to be, but we're still in contact. We're still good friends. Nothing awful happened, but I did have some other experiences on there, and let's just say, like, the bad experiences were pretty bad.
Oh, okay. So give an example. What was bad? Because
I had somebody end up kind of stalking me.
You see,
like not physically stalking me, but well, I don't know. Actually, they may have indeed tried to physically stalk me, but definitely stalking me, like bombarding me with messages, and just like really long essay messages, and like this person was proper in their feelings and just like saying things to try and bring me down and make me feel away. And I literally had to block this person on all platforms.
Wow. I mean, I've had experience where I've had to block people. As my sister said, you know, I don't understand how you can be with a stalker. And it wasn't that I was with a stalker. I didn't really understand. I just thought he was just very interested. Mm-hmm. But my sister said, no, that's not. Like, literally, I went on holiday, got to my hotel. I didn't even know which room I was going to be staying in. I don't even remember even telling the guy which hotel I was going to be staying in. And the guy actually phoned me on the hotel telephone.
Hold on. Yeah. This is someone you met on holiday?
No, I met him on social media. We was dating. I went on holiday and he phoned me when I was on holiday. Not my phone, but he phoned me at the hotel that I was staying at. I didn't give him the information where I was staying at. I didn't even know which room I was staying in. But he phoned the phone. And my sister was like, you see that shit there?
Who said 007?
Yeah.
That is definitely not James Bond. James Bond is too cool for that.
Yes.
You meet James Bond downstairs at the bar with a martini.
Exactly. Sophisticated. But I thought, wow.
MI6.
I just thought this guy was just very interested, and I thought it was quite romantic. My sister's like, no, that stalking tendency.
So what did you do about it?
Nothing at the time, but as time progressed, it was a bit weird after a while. So eventually, I had to block him.
Lock off.
Yeah.
All right.
Literally block him.
I think that sounds like a good thing, actually. Now, Charlie has said Hinge is not the one. She said she can't go live with us today. That's okay, Charlie. It was impromptu, but no worries. But you have said that Hinge is not the one. You do have a friend who has recommended it, and you said he does well. But many women don't do so well. It's odd. So many strange men on that app, same as Bumble. I'm done with the apps. So I have heard this about Hinge before. I've also heard that OkCupid is one of the better free ones. I don't know if that's true or not, but I've heard that from 2 people. So, yeah, we just want to hear your experiences. I mean, I've done that whole thing briefly. I only did one app, though. I did Tinder.
Oh, you did Tinder?
Yeah, I did. And as I say, I had mixed experiences. If I was to say, did the good experiences, which on balance, which was more... Was it a good or bad experience overall? I would say that overall there were more weird experiences.
On Tinder?
Yeah, that's the only one I did.
Right.
More weird experiences than good experiences. More
Okay.
weirdos than just regular
Right.
people. And then, of course, a lot of the time, like this whole idea of just hooking up, like just for sex. I was really naive when I went into it, actually. And I didn't realise that... Especially those free sites, that's kind of really the essence of what it's about.
Hi Marie, my sister's just joined. Hey, beautiful. So Marie, have you done online dating? Would you care to share? I'm putting you on the spot. Maybe not. But you know what? In terms of like with the online dating apps, I think that it is really a hookup place. Guys are going on there literally for a bang. Women are going on there to find love.
Majority, because we're generalising.
Yeah.
Because some who know that there's bang potential, women, females that is, will obviously go on there because they know the likelihood is. But you're right. Most women, when they enter into dating, it's about love, whereas this whole kind of dating thing has kind of been about...
What's Lady J saying? So Lady J 007, after several poor experiences, I researched and read an article saying many slightly... I can't even... You know what? Sorry, Lady J. I can read right, but you know what? Guys, you do know that I'm supposed to wear glasses, isn't it? But I'm trying to look cute. Anyway, so saying many slightly to be nice, autistic men prefer online dating because they lack the social skills to meet socially.
I think, yeah. Would you say?
Let me read that again just to make sure I kind of understand this. Not saying what you're saying is not. It's just my brain works different. After several poor experiences, I researched and read articles saying many slightly to be nice autistic men prefer online dating because they lack the social skills to meet socially. I think that goes back to when we had authentic dating series on iLive Radio when we're speaking to AJ, and you know it sounds more that it's easier for men to communicate on the online dating app rather than meeting in person, and that could be for various different reasons, you know, obviously, like you said, in terms of the social skills, but most importantly, if they just don't have the confidence, or they don't know what the right words are and things like that. So, but guys, you know, if there's any guys watching right now and you are a man that find it really hard to approach a woman, I would definitely recommend that you do check out Authentic Dating Series. They do a weekly podcast every single Wednesday. We had Ahmed, we call him AJ, on the show with iLive Radio on Friday just gone. You can also check that out on their YouTube to watch the replay. And just interact with them. They've got amazing information there, and it will really just be helpful for those who are challenged in that area.
Yeah, and I think what's great about their service is that it's geared to men.
Yes.
It's geared to men, and there's not many services out there like that. So big up to David and AJ, like Kaz said, from the Authentic Dating series.
Yes. Hi, Nita. Nita Writer. She's a presenter on iLive Radio. This woman is thebomb.com. She's on Tuesday, straight after Charlie Jai. Charlie Jai is on from 4 to 7 on a drive time, and then you have Nita the writer. Now this woman is bomb. Like, what, the first time I listened to her show, she literally just started, like, she made up a chorus. I thought, is this a record? My girl's in the radio station making up a jam. Like, she literally just next levels. So guys, please do check out iLive Radio. iLive Radio, not just because we're there, the people, the family, everybody is there, so talented. You will be entertained all the time, uplifted. Big up to management. It's just an amazing platform, and it's definitely changing the way that we listen to radio.
Definitely. Right, we have a few more comments. Lady J said, I think after a certain age the weirdness happens. Younger people seem to have better luck. I think you're right about that, in that online dating is for the younger generation. That is actually now where they meet people. That is what they do. I've got younger sisters.
That Prosecco's nice, you know. Yo, I just say, you know, you just taste a look at something and it's just like, tastes nice. Sorry. Yeah, you say make your sister like that.
The bubble, mind the bubbles get to your head, you know.
I think it's already popped in my head.
Yeah, no, I was just saying that for younger people, like my sister has met, she was in a long-term relationship. She's not with the guy anymore, but she met that guy online. My other sister has tried it as well. So I definitely think the younger generation have more luck. Charlie said she had a dude lie about his name. A guy who had someone else's entire identity as a profile. And more recently, one who lied about his age and his parental status. Okay.
Yeah, done that.
Right. The name thing, that's weird. Like trying to be the whole catfishing thing. But there's a lot of that happens. The age thing, yeah, people do lie about their age, unfortunately. Either it's guys, younger guys who are looking for older women who profess to be older, or older guys who, you know, vice versa, who want to come across younger than they are. Fine. But, and I'm not saying any of that is okay or permissible, but the thing that blows it out for me completely is that he lied about his parental status. So I'm assuming, Charlie, that this guy had kids and said he didn't. Just let me know if that's the case, because if it is, block, delete. You know that little meme? Just block the Facebook, block.
Look that.
That's scary.
Listen, anyway, that's why I don't really do this online dating app thing.
Nita said, online dates, do you mean dating sites? Yeah?
Yeah, dating sites, babe.
Tinder, Hit. I want to say Hit. Why do I want to say Hitch? It's not Hitch.
It might as well be called Hitch because it looked like everyone a Hitch up something. Hinge.
Oh my God, I'm just reading Charlie's comment now. So she said, the recent one, he said he was 41, but he is 51. No, that's a Libby.
Okay, so he's talking
It's not even a couple years we're talking about. He said he has no kids. He had 2 who are in their early 30s.
Ross.
So Charlie, I'm intrigued. How did you find this out?
Charlie's, you know, Charlie's like she is 007, literally 007. I just want to know who's going to join us. Rachel, I know Rachel is there. She's going to join us. Jeremiah, did you say you was going to join us?
Jeremiah, where are you? He said, so the guy said he lied to better his chances at finding love. Really? How can you even... I don't know. People's minds are strange. Diana said her sister actually married someone who lied about his age. Okay, so it wasn't a deal breaker. So we can add Rachel.
Oh, Rachel.
Yes.
Okay, Rachel. Yes,
Rachel. We're ready for you.
Ready.
Okay, so as we said, guys, we're gonna add our first guest. Jeremiah, you're gonna come on after Rachel.
5 minutes, wicked.
So we just want to hear your online dating experiences. Has it been stress? Has it been a success? Has it been a bit of both? Is it something you definitely rather forget? Like, what's the best or worst experience you've had? So the first person we've got up is Rachel. So Rachel, we're going to add you now. And I'm actually really excited to hear Rachel's story. I've heard some shockers. So Rachel,
let's see how shocking this was.
Let's see what Rachel
to tell us. Okay, let's tune in. Hey girl.
Am I in?
Oh, we didn't really see you though.
Oh my gosh, hold on, let me move it back a bit.
Oh, Charlie. So if anybody wants to send you a DM, would you like?
God. Are you putting me in the online jam?
Well, I'm just saying because you are stunning, girl. Mate, yo, yeah, oh my girl,
is very beautiful.
So what was your experience like, Rachel? I mean, what app did you use first and foremost? Which online app?
I used Plenty of Fish.
Okay.
Because a male friend of mine told me to get on it because he met his after 5 years on there. So I knew that he was going through that process because he would tell me like, oh, he was miserable for a long time. He was on it for about a year. And then he was like, Rachel, because obviously I'd been in a long marriage and coming out of it, obviously to divorce now. And he was like, you need to put yourself out there. Do you know what I mean? Because you're not going to meet anyone. So I did. And he was kind of my guidance. So whenever I'd go on it, I'd be like, is this normal for people to be like, for me, I'm 17. So I skipped the dating process because I got married quite young. So it was just it's overwhelming. It was really, really overwhelming, ladies. But I wouldn't say it was stressful. It was fun for me because it's sort of fish out of water. It's just new for me. So I was like, is this how it is now? Like, do you know what I mean? It was just different, very different. I met only 3 people in the last 3 years. So that's how
Okay.
was like, I could filter through the messages and kind of suss people out through chatting. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did you go on dates with those 3 people?
Yeah. No, 2 of them actually. One of them, the first one, we went out a few times, but I just didn't feel anything, so it didn't get successful. But we went out spa, we went out for dinner, we done a lot.
Sorry, do you say you went to a spa?
Yeah, we went spa together. He's a lovely guy, but
there's the but. What's the but? What's the but, Rachel?
Maybe I'm not ready for it. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's got to be a mutual. You've got to both be feeling each other. You can't just say, oh, because we met on this, and I didn't want anything serious after coming out of marriage for so long. So it's just like, I think I just needed a friend. I think I just needed someone to hang out with and just, you know, like a sounding board and someone to chat to, someone to get to know. So it was just really different for me. And I still don't think after 3 years I'm that ready. So I'm not excited at the moment anymore, but it was like different, very different, but nice guy, still in touch with him. He hasn't given up. I'm just...
Okay. So, you mentioned it was quite overwhelming. Was it overwhelming? What was the reason? What made it overwhelming? Because it was so different, or?
Just being like, obviously I was in a relationship. I was with somebody for so long, so I didn't even know I wouldn't even know if somebody fancied me now, because it's just like, I don't even know how to communicate with like men. I can, like, as friends we can, but for me, when I was young, it was just like, I'm in love, we're getting married. That's it. So
right.
Having a friendship, and when do you know that you're feeling each other? When do you take it to the next level? So I'm having to learn from other people that have been single, like, how do you do this? Do you know what I mean? And it's just, speaking to female friends and male friends, it's just like, Hinge I would never go on.
Tell us why, because I've heard some stories about Hinge. Tell us, what have you heard?
Link-upting, sexting, nobody serious, people ghost you, horror stories. It just doesn't sound very appealing. I don't know anybody that's met anybody on those sites that have had successful sort of relationships out of the end of it.
But you know, when you was on those dating apps, because I've never seen these dating apps, so is it literally like you scroll like as if you're in a sweetie shop? I just need to be educated. I just need to.
Belly of Fish is free, and it matches you with people.
Right.
Have to upgrade to let that go ahead. So there was hundreds of matches based on maybe what I put in the profile, but I never actually. I just used to go. I never approached the man either, because I'm really old fashioned. But
what if he's buff though and he's just not making that move? Are you gonna make that opportunity go past? Do you get what I'm saying? Like
maybe, yeah, like
you'll make it go past.
Yeah, right, you know.
Wow.
Yeah, I saw loads of like guys, but it's just like for me to approach, like some men have said like they're even off dating, online dating, like even just on Facebook. Some guys will say like I was afraid to approach you because I didn't know how you would react, if you'd reject me, like if you would be, you know, like their ego in it. So if you come in, like, because sometimes when people message me on Facebook, it's not online dating. So most of the man would say is what, hi. And you're like, well, what do you do with hi? Like, what do you really want? Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hi is an open conversation that can go anywhere. So usually I just try to say, okay, what has he come for? Like, what does he want? And because I do my business, my health and wellness, I'll be like, I've got some products. Are you interested? Because they could have seen my post and maybe what's there. Do you know what I mein? It doesn't always have to be off-key settings. Do you know what I mean? So.
But then he would say to you, "I'm interested in your products."
I do get that off online dating sites, and I just shut it down straight away because I feel like if you want something, if I was like on an online dating site, it's different, isn't it? Because like I'm on an online dating site, but offline I think, oh, like could be anything. It can be anything. So.
But we were just saying, like, so before all the apps kind of took off, people were kind of indirectly trying to meet people through Facebook. These kind of things happen. So you would get these random messages, like the random highs.
And I got those random highs, and I dated two of them. And one of them I had to block.
True. What you blocked?
One of them buy capital letters.
Yeah.
But it's true what you say. Like the high comes, and you're like, okay, what do I do with the high? Do you know what I do?
What?
Generally, I give a high right back. Hi.
True. Simple, because we can overthink.
And then the conversation will then flow, and then you'll understand where this person is coming from. Right?
So true, you know, Janelle. You're right. That's true. So yeah,
just
a hi.
but I'm just like, just say it. Just be bold, and just say you'll get. You know, you're beautiful. I really admire you, and that's nice too because it's a compliment. So it's a compliment, and just start a conversation in it. Like you don't have to. Sometimes I think with people they overthink so much that they're like, they go on to dating sites. I'm looking for a husband, but like it's not always straightforward like that. It can be it can take a process. You could be friends. You might not like each other at first. It could be anything. So you need to take the pressure off of what and know what you want, because obviously men are men, innit? They know what they want, and women too, as you said earlier, Janelle. Like some women really don't. They're happy single. They don't really want a full-blown relationship. They don't want married. They just want to do the sex, and that's okay. I'm not judging anyone.
Yeah, but it's about a vibrator, because sometimes it's better to do that than having the sex, because then you're getting attached with this person, the soul tie. You might as well just get a vibrator. That's just my thing.
But the person might want the companionship too, and the interaction, and the.
But then you want a relationship.
It's true.
That's a relationship.
Yeah, that's true. It depends. People want different things. There's a lot of common question of what do you want? What do you want in a man, or why are you on here? What do you want to link up? Do you want to do like get to the nitty gritty? But again, one person that I met, we're still friends. The second person I met up with in person, straight up LinkedIn. He wanted me to come to his flat, wanted me to come cook, do all kind of
rewind.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like where like you're getting
No, say that bit again, because we wanted to make sure we're clear here.
up, come into his place and just like, yeah, do the do, and it's just like, yeah, could you come cook for me? Because you know I'm always cooking my dishes, innit? So I was like, cook for you. And it's funny, I spoke to my cousin, she was like,
Right.
seen anyone? So I was like, well, have a look at him. So I was like, what do you think? And she was like, I know him.
Ross.
I know him. It was her husband's cousin. Yeah, and
But was he really single? Was he really single though?
Yeah, he was. He was.
Oh, okay.
He was, but it was just like there was some stuff that she told me about him that he obviously didn't tell me, and I was talking to him for months. So I kind of ghosted.
Kids that he didn't tell you about?
That he went in prison for GBH. For
Oh shoot! You had a lucky escape.
That's important. Yeah, that's important. It's just about laying your cards on the table because, you know, look, you found out from somebody else, and you shouldn't have to. He should be honest enough to say, look, I've got a checkered past. Because once you have the information, then it's down to you. It's your choice what you do with it. You're being given a set of honest cards, and you can decide whether to stick, twist. You know,
that's true.
After a few more cards on top, whatever you want to do, you know. Exactly.
There's been a few comments. Rachel, there's been a few comments.
Okay.
So Lady J, she was saying when you was going back about, she said, always give a high back. Lazy men do that. Don't give more than they give. So you know when you were saying that they were saying hi, so give them back that. Deanna was saying she's I was approached loads on Facebook, so that definitely felt like a dating site for her. And also what she was saying in regards to when you said the guy wanted you to come back to his place and cook for him, she said he basically wanted a maid.
Basically, and you know, not a servant out here. Just saying, you could come cook for me though. But,
you know, you should have maybe suggested that.
Why is it such a thing? Oh yeah, well. There's a few common questions that or common statements from a man that for me they're in the dubious pile. Like first is, oh what? So do you live on your own? Yeah. Can I come and take you at your place?
Yeah.
No.
Freeing.
No, but isn't it true, though, guys? No. Sorry, you can't. Right. The next one is, oh, so what? Can you cook? Yeah. What? Yeah, you can cook for me, innit? No. Nah. Those two seem to be, it's like, you know, I just don't get it. It's like, has nobody ever told these guys that maybe that's not the best way to, yeah, Deanna, I agree. Deanna said the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. Yeah, but when we're just linking and you're talking about me must come to your yard and cook for you.
Imagine.
Wow.
Imagine.
Yeah. I will send you a 50% off coupon for Uber Eats, brother. Yeah? All right. That's what even Charlie said. She said, dubious AF. I cannot stand that cook for me talk. I can't. It's like part of this repertoire of rubbish. Like, cook for you, come round to your yard. Next thing you know, man's got like 2 toothbrushes in your flipping in your
and you know you don't pay rent
and a pair of boxes.
Oh, hey. Deanna said 1 good meal and he never goes home again. So basically, you could just cook in that 1 meal, Rachel, and he ain't going nowhere. He's moved in.
But I'm afraid that you might just poison them. I mean, I'm not backbiting like that, but how are they so quick to jump and nab your food like that? We didn't, like, growing up, like, I was taught.
I said, you don't eat from any and anybody.
You don't eat from any and anybody, like, you know, so.
Times has changed, isn't it?
It's true.
They want to eat something.
So listen, Rachel, given that you've done it now for 3 years and you've met 3 decent guys who you've gone on a date with 2 of them.
Yeah.
I would consider now and you're not doing it at the moment, but what advice would you give to other people out there, possibly in your situation even, that, you know, were married from a young age, spent most of their life married, you know, coming out of a marriage and kind of entering into this unknown world of dating that's brand new? What advice would you give?
You know what? I would say have an open mind. You know, get rid of the list, because sometimes I know people that have lists from here to kingdom come. Do you meet every requirement on the list that you require? Are you developing yourself? Because for me, this is fun. I enjoy being single. So it's not like there's no desperation, there's no rush for me, because I was obviously half my life I was married. But it was like, I feel like sometimes we just need to manifest what we want, visualize what we want, and just be approachable and be who you want to be in a man. Like, at the same time, it's give and take, innit? So just be open to it and enjoy it. Don't over process the process. Do you know what I mean? Like, don't overthink it. Like, as I said, I've got friends that'll be like, I want to meet my husband online. Like, I know you can be specific, but sometimes it doesn't go that way, and you find yourself interviewing that man, because just like the men, it's like they're trying to scan out the woman, and they're trying to say, oh, can you cook? Got kids? Is your house free? Like, things like that. Just take your time with the thing, because you can end up maybe frightening off the man, innit? So it goes both ways.
Definitely.
That's my bit.
Would you do it again?
Yeah, but it's always been on and off. Like, sometimes I just think, oh, whatever, just need a chat and I'm done. It's not something that I don't think I would do this side of this year again for now.
No, okay. So would you do like a virtual date?
Yeah, I think, do you know what, I would, because I think it's nice to sit. You see how we're sitting down, we're having a conversation, you can see each other. Sometimes the texting, you can't get to know people by texting. You don't know who's on the other side of the phone. So you need to get off the texting. And I don't like to be texted also sometimes, because things get misconstrued. And I come across very rude, very stuck up. But then when you get to talk to me, you realize, oh God, she's a realist. She can, like, she's all right. But sometimes you see with texting, I'm just very sharp. I'm to the point. Like, let's just get this. I don't like the long, drawn out thread of conversation. So yeah, just get on it and just do it.
Brilliant.
Again.
Some good advice.
That's some good advice. I'm going to be taking that advice myself personally. So yeah. Definitely going to.
Yeah, I did that.
Well, I might, you know what? I might just go and look, see what this thing is about, you know, just for a little conversation.
Oh, what?
No, you've sold it well, girl. You've sold it well.
Got people that, if there's anything that you're second guessing or you're not sure about, holla at your girls. Or even I'll be hollering at you. You could give me, I've got you and Janelle, you've both done it. In fact, I've got all of you guys who've done it. So I could just put myself out there and you guys can give me some advice. Yeah. Or even because a man can scan out a man goods. Because I spoke to my friend about certain conversations and he was like, nah, cut it off, no Rach. So,
right.
That is a great tip.
Men are goods, you can ask.
Great tip.
Yeah.
So it's good to talk, really, isn't it? It's really good to talk and not just go out there, and it's like going out into the wilderness and you don't really have anybody to guide you. Do you know what I mean?
That's it.
So yeah.
That's it. But yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you for joining and thank you for sharing your journey.
You're welcome.
Yeah. And good luck.
Thank you.
May the fun continue.
Enjoy. Yes.
All right, Rachel. Thanks so much for joining us and sharing.
You,
all right. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I wonder if Jeremiah's ready. That was actually
good.
That was quite calm.
She made me feel like optimistic to join this online app dating. But I might do it in 21.
Okay. Is that the 12th? Is that the 12th of never? It's 2021. See, Rachel said be optimistic.
Okay, yeah. I'll be optimistic.
Yeah, be optimistic. I think. Do you know what I loved about what Rachel said? Is she said she's having fun.
Yeah.
So if you're entering to, I need to find my husband online, that's maybe is a bit too rigid. Like she said, be open-minded, go on, have fun, enjoy it, have a little bit of a sounding board as well.
But don't have a list as well, you know, because obviously a lot of us as women, we tend to have this list and the criteria and everything else. But we just need to be more open-minded.
I think just be open and see what happens and take it from there. So Jeremiah, are you still with us and are you ready? In fact, I'm just going to see if he's there and request him.
And guys, if there's anybody that would like to join us, please do send us a request.
Yeah.
So Jeremiah, we're going right in for
Shall I
you.
request him?
Yeah, let's request this.
Jeremiah. Your time is coming up. So that's nice because we'll be. Hello.
Hello.
Okay. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. Yourself?
Good. Yeah.
So Jeremiah, before we get into it, so if anybody slides in the DM, is that okay?
If you want to, do you know what I mean? It's like,
That was a little chuckle. He's not giving anything away.
Mate, okay. Well, let's not send no DM then.
there's no DMs, there's no DMs. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
You're making him blush, guys. He's blushing. You're blushing. Ooh. All right. Composure.
Charlie, stop it. I'm not pimping the man yet.
Well, yeah, no, you're not pimping me at all.
Not at all. So what was your experience like online dating?
50-50 if I'm being honest. 50-50. So what do you want to hear? Do you want to hear the good or the bad?
Start wherever you like.
No, well, it's your show. I'm just a guest, so you just tell
Oh,
me.
we want to hear it all. We want to hear both. So just tell us, give it to us, warts and all, everything.
Okay, so I can only speak for myself because everyone's different. Okay, I'm speaking from a male point of view. Yeah, there's two types of guys. There's guys that really want to, go on dates to find women, to actually find love. And there's guys that just want to go on there just to smash. And I'm just being so raw about it because that's what it is. They'll tell you what you want to hear, yeah, and hopefully so that you'll be, oh, okay, that's what I want. And then that's it. They'll do what they have to do and then it's on to the next one. And some girls have to be hip to the idea and some girls just like the idea. So that's all I can say on that subject. But regarding my experience, as what Rachel just said, some girls have so much demands, like it's a list. Like it's like you're trying to open a bank account. You got that, so like, whoa. And then you look at the picture and you're thinking like, you're nothing like that. You're nothing like that at all. Why are you laughing?
Because we had a thing. We've been hearing some stories, the same thing what you're saying, that when the woman comes, when the guy goes to meet the woman, it's not the same woman on the picture.
Definitely
I'll tell you something that happened to me one time. This is ages ago. Yeah. There was one girl that we were texting, yeah? And she looked nice and she put on this nice music. And then, I'm a realist. I'm not a secretary to keep texting. So I'm just thinking, you know what? Let me just go see this girl. Yeah. I traveled for about an hour and a half to see this girl.
Wow.
Yeah. I got in and it was raining. Yeah. And she waved to me, said, oh, come in. So I came into the house. And then when she shut the door and I saw her, I was like, no. I just couldn't believe what she looked like. It's like she hid half her body in the other room when she was taking the pictures from the side.
I can't, I'm dead. I can't.
I was like, and I didn't want to be rude because I was kind of like naive back then. But you make it worse.
You drive because you should have just dated. You should have collected information. When you're fast, you go to the woman's house.
No. This was a long time ago. Yeah.
It no matter.
Hold on. It was a long time ago, and it's like what you women say. So you got to be the man. You got to come see me. So I did that. Remember, I was naive to it. Yeah. Like, I went to that game, and then you got to remember. I took a hired car to go see this girl, yeah?
You hired a car as well? No. You really went to get peace there, basically.
No. I had a hired car for the year.
Right.
The reason why I was contemplating on going to see her because once you go over a certain mileage, you have to start paying. So I'm just thinking, do I really want to see this girl? Do I want to see this girl? But because she kept on at me, I just thought, you know what? I might as well because you only live once. I went there. And I was so mad. I was so mad. And she just said, oh, you know, and I was so off as well. And I'm thinking, I've just drove an hour and a half and it's raining. So I was thinking,
Did she cook?
Like that.
Did she cook? Did she cook for you?
I didn't care if she cooked. I just wanted to go.
So basically, as soon as you got there,
Yeah.
you saw her and it just wasn't your expectation.
Nope.
And then you just wanted to leave. What? So did you leave straight away, or
No,
did
I
you?
didn't leave straight away because I was so kind of like, I was like, you know what, I feel bad if I, you know, you feel guilty for your
I don't
so
know.
anyway,
I
so
don't
what happened is just that the TV was on and Spider-Man 2 came on and I ain't seen it, so I thought, you know what, I'm gonna watch this and then I'm gonna dust. Yeah. She was sitting trying to get close, and you know when someone's trying to get close to you and you pay no mind, I'm just watching the movie. And then towards the end of the movie, she just jumped me.
She jumped you.
Yeah.
Rob. So hold on. How did she jump you? Describe.
You know what girls are like.
I don't know.
Okay, so basically what happens, I'm sitting there watching the TV, motionless, just watching the TV, and she's getting closer. I feel her getting closer, but I'm not giving no eye contact, yeah? I feel it getting closer. I feel it get closer. And then she just like, you know, just sprang on me. You know what I mean? Like,
So what did you do? What did you do? What did you do, Gemma?
I said, what are you doing? I said, what are you doing? She said, no, this is me, no. And she felt really bad. And I thought, when I saw her like that, I'm thinking, you know what? This is my chance to go, yeah? I'm dusting. This is me. You know what? I don't feel right. I didn't come over for this and all that stuff. And plus, this is the worst, which is really sad. Her 2 kids were upstairs and they came down up. And I just felt, you know what? When the kids came downstairs, like, you know what? This is my cue to go, yeah?
Wow.
This is my cue to go. And I just went. I felt bad, but I wasn't going to do something that I wasn't going to do. And then on the way home, it took me an hour and a half to get there. You know how long it took me to get home?
30 minutes?
No, it took me 3 hours. It took me 3 hours to get home.
Oh, 3? Oh, because of the rain.
No, not because of the rain, because I didn't want to go with the mileage. The slower you go,
Jeremiah, you're too much. You're now.
Listen, it's the God's honest truth. The God's honest truth. So that I learned from a very, very early stage. It's just like, listen, you've got to like, and then from after that, I started vetting girls with venom. Do you know what I mean? Show me pictures, show me full-length pictures. Let's go online. So I'm not going to be catfished like that again. No way.
Okay, but Jeremiah, let me ask you a question. But if she was sexy and buff now, yeah, you would have taken pizza, right? Because that's why you went to her house. Tell the truth.
I went to her house, yeah, just to go, just to see what she was about. But
you didn't need to go to her house. You could have just spoken to the phone.
No. Listen.
You didn't have to drive an hour and a half to her house. You wanted to get peace. Just be real.
No, not at the time. I didn't.
Not at the time.
Not at the time.
So why was you being specific about how the other part of her body was in the other room?
Why? No, because the way how she done it. The way she, it's like, okay, do you know, you've been on a line before, haven't you?
I have, yeah.
And you've met someone that the photograph is taken 10 years, or even it's their mum or their cousin. So they look like something that they're not. And then when you see them, it's like, whoa, it's not what I come for. So you feel hoodwinked.
Yeah, but that happened with one guy. It definitely did, yeah. But the fact that you went to her house, I mean, she could have been anybody. She could have been like a serial killer. Why didn't you just meet her in
this was out of London though. That's the thing. She was out of London.
He's living dangerously. He's definitely lived dangerously.
Yeah, but this was a long time ago. This was like what, 12, 13 years ago. So this is a long time ago.
So have you been doing any of the online dating of recent?
I done it recently, like last year. I did.
Last year. So how was that?
It was better. Obviously, it's better because you learn from your mistakes. The do's and the don'ts. To be honest with you, it depends on, as I said, it depends on what you're going for. I personally went on there, like, when you meet women, and they always ask, what do you want? Because I can control my feelings and control my emotions, 9 times out of 10, or not like to say 10 out of 10, it's always friendship that I go for, and then you go from there. Let's just be honest, everybody can take off their clothes and do the bad stuff. Everyone can do that. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to do that. But to actually understand someone and so on and so forth is so much what guys cannot do. So I would like go and just say I want to be friends and stuff like that. Like not the last one, but the one before. Like I went on a date with, you know, I ended up dating this girl for about a year, and it was about the 4th date until I kissed her.
Oh wow! But how long was those dates? Was it like quite consecutive? Was it weekly? Was it spread out over a duration of time?
It was spread out. So the first date was in I met her in Shoreditch, and then we went for something to eat, and then the 3rd date we went to watch Thriller with Michael Jackson, and then the 4th date we went to something to eat. And I think when I took her home, obviously she must have been talking with her friends and like, this guy's nice and all that stuff, but he hasn't done anything. He hasn't jumped me, or he hasn't done many advances. And the reason for that, from my perspective, is that I wanted to know her first before that, because that's the easy bit. Yeah, but everything else, I want to see how she is with people, how her mannerism is, how she comes across. I'm not going to get that if you go straight away to go trump someone's phones. So I learned more than it, you know, and it lasted for about a year and a half, and I'm still good friends with her now. Obviously, but we're still good friends.
That's really refreshing to hear you come from that perspective, Jeremiah. You know, definitely a man of wisdom there, because most of the time we expect, that's not the kind of common story that you might hear from a guy, especially in the online dating world, saying, you know, they want to get to know the person first and all the other stuff. Of course, if you're attracted to the person, all that other stuff is in your intention somewhere, but your focus is about getting to know that person. What are they like? How do they treat other people? How do they interact? How do they treat you? You know, what's the conversation like before you actually get down to the other stuff? So I think, you know, from what you've described there, you've kind of gone on to online dating because you were serious about dating, right? So as a man. But let's be real here. There are people who couldn't give two hoots about dating. They just want peace, and they see what they want, and it's like eeny, meeny, miny, mo. What you saying at 11 p.m. at night? Oh, what, you're not on it? Swipe. What are you saying? But, you know, it's so easy like that. Why has it become so easy? It's almost like because there is an imbalance between the male and female experience as well, because women can feel very overwhelmed and intimidating in the online dating space.
I think I said this to you last week, and I'll just say it to you again. Some of you may agree with this, what I'm about to say, and many of you may disagree. However, as I said last week, women are the gatekeepers of sex. It's a given. It's a fact. Yeah? And men are the gatekeepers of relationships. If a woman picks him.
If a woman picks him.
Break it down. I know what you're saying. I saw that comment last week, and I was really intrigued by it. But for those watching, just break it down.
Okay, so a woman, if she likes a guy, she will decide if there's going to be any sex or not. It's a given. Because if a guy does that, it's called rape. Yeah? So that's a given. Now, if a woman picks a man, the man will decide if there's going to be a relationship.
That's true.
That's so true.
So if a woman says, oh, you know, I like him, because what do you hear all these girls saying now? Oh, he's got to cuff me, but she's not in control of that. He's in control. If he's going to do it, he will either do it or he will not do it.
That's true.
And that's what it is. And a lot of girls say, no. It goes in the same way as that the person who cares less controls the relationship the most. Most people don't agree with that. I do. Because I learned it the hard way on both sides of the fence. The person who cares least controls the relationship the most.
Jeremiah, you are dropping some gems out here.
It's like you just, I was going to say something about it, but it's just
so it's like, when, how can I put it? Because you know what, like, no offense, women are very emotional for certain things. That's why guys will chat Febreze to them. Oh my gosh, he likes me. And remember, they're the gatekeepers. So if mans want peace, he'll get peace because he'll string on the emotions. But then when the relationship comes, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that at all, depending on the girl. Now, even if the girl is all, nice and all that stuff, which I'm not really, because I find those type of girls, they're not really, what's the word I'm looking for? They look nice, but they haven't got anything upstairs, if you know what I mean. They're just like, they're a trophy girlfriend. They can't do anything. Do you know
There's
what
a vacancy. There's a vacancy.
It's like there's air between your ears. Do you know what I mean? It's just like,
Yeah.
not my type of thing. But the women that are very, how can I put it? Let me put it in a different way. There's no perfect 10. Yeah.
Right.
There's no perfect 10. So I'll break it down. So a 10 doesn't exist. Imperfect. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. No one is. Yeah. A number 9 is the trophy girlfriends that look nice and that's it. She's just a trophy. Number 8 women are the alpha women, the ones that tell guys what to do and how is it happening. No, it's true. No, it's true. And guys will go along with it, but they're not happy. But that's how they want it. And then you get number 7. What are you laughing for?
Charlie said you should be the mayor of relationships. We're gonna vote Jeremiah for mayor of relationship. Guys, we are gonna have to wrap up real soon. So
I'm loving what he's saying right now.
I'm loving what he's saying right now.
All right, let's put this. There are some more comments. There are some more comments really quickly. So you've hit you struck a real chord with people out there. Facts upon facts is what Charlie said. Just reiterating what you said, which is the person that cares the least controls the relationship the most. That is for me a real gem that's going to lodge in my brain and say, yo, I need to be checking the levels of care when there's interaction, because it can become a dangerous kind of imbalance of a playing field, right? Come with the real talk, so Charlie's trying to call you out now. She said, come with the real talk, Jeremiah. Yes, Mr. Relationship Guru. What are the membership requirements for your club? You've got about a minute. What are the membership requirements? How do we join? And Lady J wants to hear number 7. So first of all, how do we join the club? And Lady J wants to hear number 7. And Sheila says, we want to hear more from Jeremiah.
I think we need to do like a midweek service or something with Jeremiah. Jeremiah,
bring some WD-40 with you.
Okay, if you want me to.
And I don't think it's going to be an hour and a half drive. But don't worry about that.
You said last week, though. That's why I was saying no. He was like burying a bigger hole for himself. A bigger hole, the guy last week.
He was. But and his views were quite shocking, but it was entertaining. And
I think we should have Jeremiah on a radio station to continue this conversation.
Jeremiah? Yeah, because we've literally got 1 minute left with you, and we feel like Charlie said you will hold weekly lives, Jeremiah's relationship clinic. Well, you can at least come on our show on Friday if you're free.
What, this Friday?
Yeah, we can talk to you offline about it.
Or you can come down to the radio station.
And he's a poet as well, guys. So
no, I'm not going to do no poems.
No, he's not. I'm just being real. He is a poet.
We've not got time now, Jeremiah. So
we'll take this offline. Friday.
Okay, we'll take this offline. Yeah.
Friday, you can go on a double date.
No. Okay, I might not be able to do it this Friday. Next Friday, yes.
All right. Okay. We'll talk.
Yeah.
We'll talk. Yes, Charlie. He's a poet. He is a poet as well. Listen, Jeremiah, we have to go because we've literally
it's been lovely, girls.
And thank you so much, Jeremiah, for coming on. It's a pleasure as always talking to you. And you will be on the radio show, maybe not this Friday, but we will arrange a day for you to come on.
Yeah. And Jeremiah, can I just ask you one question real quick? You are single, or are you in a, what's your status?
I'm not in no entanglements.
He's entanglement free.
No, and I'm entanglement free.
Okay. All right, ladies. So just in case anybody wants to slide Jeremiah a direct message, he is free.
He's free. Listen, guys, we are out of here. We have got like 30 seconds left. It's been a pleasure. We will see you again next Sunday. Jeremiah,
Take care.
Join us this Friday.
Join us this Friday. See you later, Jeremiah. Guys, thank you once again for joining us. Have a blessed week. Join us on Friday, iLive UK Radio, 4 p.m. And next Sunday, it's the finale for the dating series. Let's talk about sex.
Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about. Why is this music not playing?